Okay. Yes, okay. And let me hope everything is okay. Sound clear. Microphone check. Phone check. Okay. Let me hope my sound is and my screen is also clear. Like my the screen I'm sharing to you. Let me hope it's clear. Try to give me your feedback in the comment section and let me hope even my sound is okay. Like the live, share the live, call your friends to join the live. Be blessed. Together, Mama, so let's start. But let me first share the link to our friends so that you can join us. Oh, Emma, how are you? Emma, which Emma? Wow. Nice. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. We're starting. We are soon starting. I'm just sharing the link to this. Members otherwise to Tambule. Let me hope my background sound is clear. Okay. Good afternoon, or it's a good evening. I don't know. Is it a good evening or it's a good afternoon? Let me hope you're all doing well. And let me hope each and everyone here is doing okay. We are now in for our NFP action pact. We are now going in for NFP. What's your prediction? Just put me your reply in the comment section. What's your prediction and what's your take on NFP for today? What's your take on NFP? Okay, now these are our charts. These are our charts. Actually, we expect a lot today, and I think we are getting NFP in something like let me see. I'm gonna show you several and different. Where is my calendar? That's what I want. The our earnings. Tulabe tugenda channelizinga tutya. The internet has started its behaviors, right? Now, if you're positive, all bullish for the US dollar. And right? Hope you can see my screen. But now the real issue is here. The real issue is one. Remember, I told you about NFP, non-farm payrolls. These are government institutions, and of which they drain money from the government. Okay. Now, what if the US economy is not doing well? How will these institutions drain much money? That's the question. Or how will they get money seeing Dodge and some other institutions which have been battling, like you have seen Dodge, the way it's been being treated by some other institutions within America because of corruption and some other issues, several sagas. Several, several sagas. Now, remember, if NFP is high, now here we are going to do the opposite. Remember, if it's high, it's a negative sign for the US dollar. I just want you to look here, previous and forecast. This was the last reading. The forecast was 0.3. And I want us to see, or to look at our the actual is the problem, because most people don't know the actual, what the actual is. Now, as I told you, here we are going to do the opposite. A higher than expected reading should be taken as a negative, because this is NFP. Amagye tegasobola kubanga tegeza magoma mu ggwanga. Nongamba nti like oba amalwaliro gali kutwala sente nyingi nti ebyo biri gase ggwanga. However much you know, like the government has to provide medical institutions, however much they are catering for the national citizens, but they are not returning that much revenue. That's why it covers that, like NFP expected should be taken as a positive indicator for the USA. Here, we'll just do the opposite. Now, let's look for this for the February reading. For the February reading, I just want us to look at the employment summary. I'm sorry for my, I'm just tired for these internet providers. It rose in February emirimu 151,151,000 in February, and the employment rate changed a little. Now, where am I putting my highs, or where am I putting much emphasis? I'm putting it on employment and average hourly earnings. Because remember, most people, like this Doge, it laid off a lot of workers in the US economy. But remember, some other people on payroll up to August. The government has to pay them money up to August, however much they were laid off work, and even their companies have to be paid. You understand? Now you can say that the government is still spending much money, however much they laid off some other workers, and there is a little margin that they're expecting some other workers to be back at work. The employment population ratio decreased by 0.2% in February, but showed a little change from year earlier. Now, this is the previous report, because I'm not reading the current report. If I had that current report, we could have just said we are buying direct or we are selling direct. But I just want you to go through this fundamental analysis before you go into technicals. The number of people not in the labor force who currently want a job increased by, which means to 5 million in February. The individuals were not counted as unemployment because they were not actively looking for work during the 4 weeks preceding the survey, or were unavailable to take a job. Among those not in the labor force who wanted a job, number of people marginally attached to the labor force at 1.7 million changed a little in February, which means there is still a lot of unemployment rate. And the most catalyst, the major catalyst now is Elon Musk's institution Apart from Elon Musk's institution, another thing is Trump's tariffs. Now, we are looking at several issues, or we are looking at several issues in as we are going in NFP. Please like the live, share the live. Transportation and warehousing employment continue to trend up in February. Transportation, you understand, and warehousing, which means companies were doing well, in line with the average monthly gain over the previous 12 months. Employment in social assistance continued to trend up in February. With the government, federal government employment declined in February. This is a strong signal. This is a strong signal for the US dollar to buy. Employment in retail trade changed little. In retail trade, changed little over a month. This is CPI. The final consumers. Here, now we are talking the final consumers. Retail trade, because these retailers are the ones who are supplying to the final buyers. Okay? Employment in food and beverage retailers declined. Okay? Okay. Largely due to strike activity, warehouse clubs, supercenters, and other general merchandise retailers added 10,000 jobs. Employment showed a little change over the month. In February, average hourly earnings for all employees on private non-farm payrolls rose by 10%, which means if this average hourly earnings rose, these guys had reduced on the number of workers, all they had reduced on its workforce, thus increasing on average hourly earnings for these remaining workers, such that their companies can move, all their works can move. Okay? At 34.1 hours. In manufacturing, the average work week remained at 40 hours per week, and overtime edged by 0.2 to 2.9 hours. Okay? The average work week for production and non-supervisory employees on private non-farm payrolls was unchanged, which means these private contractors didn't change their workforce because they are private contractors, not government contractors. Like, they're not government companies. And that's why last week I told you, like when we were having a live stream, I told you, was it a Sunday? I think I just streamed. I told you that there is a great risk for the US economy to cripple. Why? Most private contractors, tech companies, and military giants within the US are shifting their production lines to European countries just because of Trump's tariffs. The total change in non-farm payroll employment for December was revised by from Muchiraba Bulungi Nyo. And the employment for March is scheduled to be released on April 4th, 2025. I want to go deeper in this. I want to go deeper in that. Let's look at the average hourly earnings. Yes, economy added. That's much. Oh, sorry. I have to show you something. Now, look at the currency strength meter. So, GBP are on the rise, but CHF will be on the rise. Remember, it's a lot. If I'm to start explaining these guys' businesses, their ways of operating, their techniques, it's a lot. Just know it's a lot. Now, this is gold. This is gold. And if this is gold, I'm going on a daily time frame, or let me just start even with the weekly. Now, this is the weekly chart. Don't expect that gold is still selling. No. Most people are expecting sales. But my dear, I'm going to tell you that the real target, which was supposed to be triggered, all the real target, it was 3,000, exactly, 3,000 sharp. This was a strong level. This was a strong level. To those ones who have been following me and to those ones who have been analyzing with me live. Now, if that's it, I just want you to look at the hourly chart and see. You can see this rejection, the upper side. Don't expect that gold, according to my experience, that gold will just leave this undone. Fine. Let's leave all that. Technically, we are now looking for technicals and my data, all my chart, if it's kind of disturbing, don't worry. That's how I do my things. It's not that, but I just make sure I leave my previous analysis, all my for my previous data in my chart, such that I can analyze easily. In case I'm looking nearest now, what's the nearest target if we are to be seeing, or if you are to be analyzing in something like 30 minutes to NF, 30 minutes NF. What is the liquidity? Because most people think that we are in serious sales, but mind you, you can look at this formation. Everyone, they just swept to liquidity. This is a swing high. Now we are on structure. We are on our structure. I wanted to use a fib tool. But right now, this is same fib. According to the fundamentals I saw, this is same fib. Because most people, the reason as to why most people are in for sales, liquidity below. But earlier, I told you that let's look at the 3,000 level sharp. 3000. 3,000 levels. But right now, our expectations have changed. Seriously. Our expectations have changed. I just want us to look at the DXY first and we see. Now, this is the DXY. This is the dollar index. Daily time frame. The inversion did it come out well. Actually, they didn't invert it well. But according to what I'm seeing, all my expectations, we might experience a serious buy on gold, on the US dollar, and likewise to sell. So expect a spike. And we might just go below. Why? These levels, however much most people might be looking at this level in 11, like on the index. This is a daily chart that it needs to be filled, but this was a breakaway gap. And those ones, Avachimani, about breakaway gaps, go and look for that video. You learn about breakaway gaps. When someone okay. That's our DXY. And if you look at DXY, we still have a lot below here. And if you look at this level, it didn't return to a level where I expected serious sales here. Because it didn't trigger any level. If you look, honestly and seriously, we didn't trigger any level. China today, it retaliated with a 34% tariffs. on all US goods. Today, Uganda received its dose 10%. 10%. Even Bitcoin is not benefiting, but it's only the dollar which is benefiting. It's the dollar which is benefiting. And if you're to see, yesterday, most people might be thinking that yesterday, what happened yesterday? It was really unusual. It was really unusual. Stocks went down, Forex market went down, they all went down. And what happened to the Euro USD? It was just abnormal. Even this candle which was formed yesterday, it wasn't in the plan. It wasn't in the plan. But wait, we have to wait. That's what I can say. A spike below, that's the level for my buys. A spike below, that's the level for my buys. Actually, it's supposed to be 3055. 3055. 3055. Good, or it wasn't a strong level. And so that's why I can't hype it. That wasn't a strong level. But a strong level is this level. The moment we break above it, continue buys. Continue with your buys. That's it. For gold buyers, gold buyers. Is my screen clear? Abakulu? But right now, my screen is clear. Very clear. I see it's clear now. It's clear. So those are the levels. $3055 buy level and 3120. 3120. It's another buying level. But the moment we break above this level and we retest, that's when we should consider more buys. I just want us to look at BTC USD. This is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is just a dead coin. It's a dead coin. This was a buying level I gave you previously or recently. Another level was this one. They were all levels for buys, but what are we expecting? What are we expecting, and what should we expect? Right now, that was a buying level. Right now, I'll just use it as a support level below. Below this level, let's consider mobiles. What's our level or what's our target? I gave you the target level. So 60 below 60, 62. This is not a, that's not a US oil. This is BTC, by the way. US oil is on 62, but eno ekyali mu 78. 78. That's how Bitcoin is moving. Now, if we are to actually mark those levels for your own purpose. Yes, but we are going to explore all them. We are going to explore them all. Now, I think 60. Yeah. This so-called US oil has reached at this level. And our target was from that level to this level. 62. This was the level. But right now, we are in buying spirits. We are right now. Six is a buying level. Eri kubuuza kulala oba kulanga kulala. 62 is a buying level for US oil. Let's look at that. That's a buy area. That's a sell area. That's Euro USD, GBP USD. Let's look at a GJ, EJ, GBP USD. This is a strong level for it. For buys. That's the best level for its buys. GBP USD. GBP USD. Remaining something like 19 minutes to the news. Your current pair, you can just put it in the comment section to have analyze it for you. That's our gold. That's our USD. This is a hourly chart. I'm going to track it on a hourly chart. And they come below here. That's gold. That's gold. Let's wait. Minutes to go. Minutes to go. If you're going to trade after the spike, just be ready. Tulina paka next week yonna. Tulina paka next week. Oh. 4 minutes to go. Four minutes to go. This is a lower level, and this is a higher level liquidity area, and this is a lower level entry area. Three minutes to go. Two minutes to go. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. One minute to it's time. Obudde butuuse naye siraba spike y'amaanyi. Like I'm not seeing all that strong spike. Wagwan with NFP today. Ebibadde by'amaanyi ndowooza. Ronda remained as the same. Average hourly earnings just increased. That's what I told you exactly. Yeah, they maintained a stable pace, and NFP was positive. If it's positive, if it's positive, as I told you, it affects the US economy. The moment NFP is positive, it affects the US economy. Behavior. Ndowooza mukirabye. Let's look at a Euro USD board. That's what I know. Euro USD. Euro USD. Okay. Otherwise, mubeere bulungi.